Yesterday, on Friday, May 15th, the United States House of Representatives passed the HEROES Act. So what does this mean for you? On this episode, my goal is to share with you the truly important information you need to know about this. First, know that it is not yet law. It needs to be passed by the U.S. Senate and then signed by President Donald Trump, both of which are not going to happen. And that's a good thing, because the HEROES Act is not for the American people. It does not directly and consistently help Americans in real ways. If you need to know more about that, I will leave links to my videos in the description below. Some important information you need to know is that even though it did pass the House of Representatives, 14 Democrats voted against it, and every single Republican voted against it except for one. Matter of fact, one Democratic candidate, Abigail Spanberger, said this: "The bill strays far beyond delivering relief or responding to an urgent crisis. It has no chance at becoming law," and I couldn't agree with her more. Nancy Pelosi and Donald Trump in the last couple of days said two really important things that I want to share with you, and I think it could possibly lead to coming out with a better bill that will truly help the American people. Nancy Pelosi said this on Thursday: "We are putting our offer on the table, and we are open to negotiations." I think she said that because she realizes that her bill is not that good, and that the American people can see through the token one-time payment she gave us, with the majority of payments going to powerful governmental leaders and ideological agendas. Donald Trump just came out and said this: "Phase 4 is going to happen, but it's going to happen in a much better way for the American people." I hope he's saying that because he can truly see the American people need help and they're not getting it. So I have a message for Nancy Pelosi, Donald Trump, and the leadership of our government. Right now, the American people are waiting to see who is really fighting for them. Republican leadership, will you continue to cling to your fiscal conservativity during the one time when you are not economically bound to that ideology? And morally, you should be compelled to help ensure that American people have secure payments during a world crisis, forced job layoffs, and uncertainty ahead, after those same Americans have faithfully paid taxes for decades, and those same Americans are listening to your governmental guidelines to leave their jobs and quarantine themselves away from society. Republican leadership, will you pick up the dropped ball of the other side and simply provide real, substantial, and consistent help to the American people? And Democratic leadership, the party that claims to help the low income and average Americans against the rich and powerful. When you offered a $3 trillion plan that gave the masses a token handout and spent the large majority of it on your political friends in lofty places, you showed your true colors. You filled the bill with political agendas rather than truly, directly, and consistently aiding the American people. This was your opportunity to show that your ideological claims to help the average American were real, but we can see past token handouts. However, the American people are resilient, and we are more than willing right now to see our leadership still get this right. Which one amongst you, Republican leadership or Democratic leadership, are going to realize that the right way forward is to directly help the American people? Which amongst you is going to lay aside your ideological standards to which you cling and simply do the right thing? Anything less than reasonable, secure, and consistent direct payments to Americans is unacceptable. And we will not be fooled by veiled and half-hearted attempts to help when the real help is for the rich and powerful, governmental leaders, and ideological agendas. The American people are waiting to see which amongst you will take up the call and define the next decade that is ahead of us. I will leave a transcript of that message below in the description. I'm sure many of you feel exactly the same way. Whatever they do, they need to do it quickly, because not many people have a lot of time left before they're going to default and not be able to afford food. So hopefully they will get the message. So far, it doesn't seem like either side has gotten the message. And so this may be one of the only times where Democrats and Republicans can actually come together and realize that none of the leadership is truly for them. I want to see which side is finally going to step up and provide Americans the real help they need. I hope you found this information valuable. As always, I would like to ask you to consider joining the channel subscribing, and coming along with us. My goal is to always keep you up to date and share with you the truly important information that you need to know. As always, I will catch you next time.